So you think it's okay to follow the crowd? I know nobody watching my videos thinks that. But, just in case I'm a little confused, I'll ask, excuse me, sir. Yes, you, sir. I just want to know, seriously, what is okay about disrupting the class while other students are trying to learn? Oh, you don't know? Okay. Well, ma'am, let me, maybe I can ask you. Yes, ma'am. Yes, you. What is okay about disrespecting your peers by making them the butt of a joke? And the truth is, the joke probably isn't even funny. But I digress. They did it too. Well, I'm not buying what you might be trying to sell me. See, you are a unique person who has the capacity to make your own individual choices. And we're not going to pawn our responsibility to make the right decision onto someone else. Now, it may seem like standing up to peer pressure is undoable, but it becomes easier than you think. Now, stay with me. We can't be the type of people who want to stand out when things are going our way, but then we go and hide when there are consequences for the decisions that we made. And yes, I'm talking to you. All right. So that's not accountability. Okay. That's called avoidance. All right. So we're standing up and we're taking ownership for our choices. Now, listen, although it may not sound like it at the moment, I truly understand. Now, it can feel hard to be the only one doing the right thing when everyone else, and even everyone in your friend group for that matter, is doing something wrong. Okay. So you might be thinking, a few of these things. You might be thinking, well, if I don't join in, then everybody else will laugh at me. Perhaps. If I say something, I'll look lame. Probably not. It's just a joke. I mean, nobody got hurt. Have you ever heard these types of statements? Well, it's normal to want to fit in. Everyone, even the ones who fake like they don't care, want to belong to a group. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You have so many people that act like, oh, I don't care what people think. I don't care what they say. Everybody wants to be loved and cared for. Okay, so the truth is, fitting in doesn't mean that you have to lose yourself in the process. If fitting in means that I have to drop my value systems, my beliefs, and my integrity, I'm gonna tell you right now, I ain't doing it. I'm gonna say it again, I ain't doing it. And I can hear some students say, well, Miss Shepherd, it's because you're an adult. And my response is, that's cap. Because I still, as an adult, have to make a conscious decision to endure a person's response, whether it's positive or negative. Yes, even as an adult. And I have slowly over the years come to the conclusion that I simply don't care that much. I'm going to say it again. I have come to the conclusion over the years that I don't care that much. I care more about standing up for my values and integrity than trying to convince myself to stand alongside someone else that has none. And no, I didn't master this mindset from the beginning, but I learned to, okay? And I'm still learning. I remember there was a time when I was a teenager, I was offered drugs from someone that was popular and respected. And I remember saying no. And I remember he chuckled, because he thought that I was being, quote unquote lame. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't care, not that much. It bothered me a little bit on the inside, but I didn't care that much because at the end of the day, not one of those people were going to take the brunt of the consequences if I got in trouble. Not one. Okay. So you can belong and still have boundaries. You can care about your friends and still choose what's right. It's a mindset shift. I'm going to say it again. It's a mindset shift. All right. So when you say things like, oh, they did it too, what you're really saying is, I don't want to take the blame alone. Okay. I don't want to take ownership for the decision that I as an individual made. And it's even worse when parents make those same excuses for their kids. And I say that because it empowers them to do the wrong thing. You've heard me say strong and wrong before. Strong and wrong. I'm going to say it again. Strong and wrong. So when you say things like they did it too, I'm like, why are you telling me about them? I'm talking to you. I mean, I've even had to say that to my own children. And the truth is, it's a defense mechanism. It's a way of trying to make the consequences feel lighter. Because if everybody did it, it must not be that bad, right? And no, see, that's wrong. And I've even had to tell my own child. I remember when he was in about the 4th grade, I remember telling him, if the teacher has asked you to do something, do what she asked you to do. I don't want to hear anything about they didn't do it, because it has nothing to do with you as an individual. Okay. You're not anybody's shadow. Here's the real issue. When we point the finger, we lose our authority. When we blame others, we give away our control. If you did it, you need to own it. If you were big enough to do it, you're big enough to say that you did it. Because accountability isn't about what everyone else did. It's about what you chose to do and what you choose to do. And here's the kicker. When the group disappears, your choices are still your responsibility. Okay? Your choices are still your responsibility, nobody else's. So I'm going to go over 3 strategies with you. All right, so let's discuss what accountability looks like in real life. Here are 3 strategies to help you stand strong when peer pressure shows up. All right, so the first thing I want you to do is pause, okay? Pause before you participate. When everyone else is doing something questionable, I want you to think to yourself, and I want you to ask yourself, if this thing goes wrong, do I still want to be a part of it? Sometimes that 5-second pause saves you from a short-term and sometimes even a long-term consequence. So I need you to stand on your own 2 feet, okay? Number 2, I need you to set a personal standard, okay? Not everybody else's. You don't have to be perfect, but you need to have a personal rule for yourself and for your life. So if I wouldn't want to explain it to my teacher, if I wouldn't want to explain it to my mama, my daddy, or even my future self, I probably shouldn't do it. Now, believe it or not, there are things that I chose not to and choose not to do because I wouldn't want to explain it to my own children, even right now as a married adult, okay? I would not want to explain it to my own children. I want to be an example for them, and I don't want to be a hypocrite. So there are some things that I'm like, I probably wouldn't want to do that. Or even think about it this way. I just don't want to embarrass my parents. Okay, so I'm going to just go ahead and tell you, I'm an 80s baby. Okay, and back during that time, I know it sounds old, but it's not. You know, we honor and we respected our parents. And we didn't put our family on blast like that. Like we didn't embarrass each other like that. So accountability means knowing your standards before you're tested. You got to know where you stand on the issues. Okay. Number 3, I want you to stand tall in your decisions. So if you make a mistake, I want you to own it. If you make a good choice, I want you to be proud of it. And that's maturity and that's growth. You earn trust when you say, yes, I did that. And then take the proper steps to make it right. Okay. That is what we call maturity. All right. So let's be honest. Saying they did it too might get you through maybe one conversation, but it will never build trust. Your reputation precedes you. That means your reputation goes before you. The people who grow, the people who lead, the people who are respected, they're the ones who say, you know what? I made the choice and I'm going to fix it. Okay. I made the choice. I'm going to own up to it. And yes, I'm going to keep saying it. Either you master accountability now or accountability will master you. Now, we're going to land the plane. We're going to bring this on home and we're going to land the plane. Here is your Hall Pass challenge for this week. The next time that you're tempted to go along with something just because everyone else is doing it, I want you to pause and ask yourself, what does my choice say about me? Okay, because I want you to start thinking for yourself and thinking on your own 2 feet. What does my choice say about me? I want you to be the one who stands up even when it's not popular. And I'm not saying it's easy because it's not, but it's doable. Because leaders aren't built in comfort. They're built in moments of courage. I'm telling you, it gets easier. It does. Your skin will get thicker and you'll be respected for it. It gets easier as you do it. It's not easy, but it gets easier the more that you do it. So you guys, thank you so much for listening. I hope this video was of value to you. And I want you to remember, either you master accountability now or accountability will master you. I'll see you in the halls.